A possible tragic discovery this morning for crews searching for Air France Flight 447. Brazil's Air Force says they have found some debris along the plane's route to Paris, but they are not confirming that the debris is from Flight 447. Now, earlier we heard that another aircraft saw shiny spots in the water, but a search of that area actually turned up nothing. I want to get more on the discovery of this debris, though, by the Brazilian Air Force. So CNN's John Zarella is joining us now on the telephone from Rio de Janeiro. And John, I know that you just landed and you are working this information and your sources just as you are hooking up with us right now. But tell us what you know about some of these objects that were apparently found in the water.
Well, you know, as you said, Heidi, right from the top, it's way too soon for them to confirm that, in fact, this is from the missing aircraft. But it may well be the first major development in the search. Apparently, according to Brazilian Air Force officials, a C-130, Brazilian C-130 aircraft and some other aircraft flying at an area about 440 miles off the coast of the island Fernando de Noronha, spotted what appear to be a drum in the water, perhaps some seat cushions, perhaps even a piece of a life vest, and also what appeared to be an oil slick on the surface of the water. Now, again, they are cautioning that the information is very, very preliminary, and they cannot confirm them. I can tell you, Heidi, we stopped just a few minutes ago over at the Windsor Barra Hotel, which is where the families are gathering, and they were waiting there. Of course, we could not get into where the families were, of course, but they were apparently waiting for some information from government officials who were apparently going to show up there and perhaps give them some new information. So it may all coincide with what, in fact, the Brazilian Air Force is saying that they believe they have found off the coast of this archipelago, the Fernando de Noronha Islands, which, again, about 450 miles off the coast. And it is an area that they believed from the beginning was very likely where, if the plane had gone down, that's where it would be.
Yeah,
Heidi?
yeah, understood. Now, John, you mentioned going to the area where some of the family members are gathered. How do they seem to be doing? I'm sure they're really waiting to hear some good news here. But
yeah, of course they're waiting. You know, certainly as the throng outside, the crush of media outside the hotel, but they are all sequestered, secluded inside. But you know, what's interesting is everybody you talk to here in Rio, the only story that anybody is talking about is this apparently very tragic plane accident that has taken place. And that's all that's on anybody's minds. That's all that's in any of the newspapers, on any of the radio stations. And, you know, we know from what we are hearing that, you know, the families are gathered there and they are secluded, and no one has been able to have any contact with them outside of their immediate families and friends. So not really getting any information from family members themselves. Heidi?
All right, well, completely understandable. All right, John Zarella on the ground there in Rio de Janeiro. John, let us know if you get any more information. We, of course, will take that immediately from you. Once again, the wreckage that has apparently been found in the Atlantic Ocean that could have come from Air France Flight 447. We will stay on top of that story for you.